why. My character's getting no eyes, kind of weird. Yo, why can't you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Oh man, I think the audio's too low. Let's hear ourselves. Let's get this set up. Alright. That works. Let's see. Oh my god. Can you low polyphonetic? Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Because I feel like my audio recently has not been. The audio is very low. Give me a second until I fix it. You guys hear me now? Okay, that's a bit loud. Let me verify I can hear myself. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Takes a bit of a delay. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Perfect. Perfection. Alright, today's stream is gonna be trying to get good at drawing faces. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna. I know there's a window that gives you. I forgot what it's called. The one that gives you different layers to see subview. I wish for the subview I can just drag and drop images instead of having to upload them. So that's kind of, I feel like, the downside of this right now, because I kind of want you guys to see what I'm also looking at. But I think for now I'm just gonna draw. Honestly, I'm just gonna draw what I see on Pinterest and see, like, try to understand what I'm drawing as well. And that way I can see what I need to do better. Always starting with the extreme angles. So the point of it is trying to draw as much as I can without looking, and every time I feel like, oh, I'm stuck, I can look at my reference and be like, okay, this is what I don't understand, and try to understand what I don't understand, basically. Draw the rest of the head. Okay, this gives me a better understanding, really. Yeah, this is not what I expected it to be at all. It's like the eyebrows like here. So I'd assume like the brow ridge is going like as such. And then this one is going as such, so maybe around here. And the eye. The eye is so high up. I feel like the brow is even more high up from this. I mean, there is a problem with trying to see what some other people's drawings. You might copy some incorrect proportions as well, because they might not have done it correctly either. This is what I'm surprised. It's all the way here. The other eye is actually way further away than I thought. I was thinking more should be around here, but looking at it, it looks like it's like going past. It's like going past this eyebrow even. As I said, I cannot verify this is actually correct, but it looks good. You know, looking at it looks pretty good. So. The eye is actually so big, what the heck? It's like that big. Janobas. Pretty interesting. Okay. This one. It's just this. And then let me see if I can. I mean, an eye is part of. It is part of a face, so I think drawing a good eye goes in tandem with drawing a perfect face. Interesting. I expected to see more here, like the eye, the poking out thing, but not a lot actually on this side. Okay. I'm always conflicted with the bottom one, with the bottom iris. Some people just straight up don't draw it. I'm gonna keep it minimal. I feel like it is drawn here on the one I'm seeing, but it's pretty minimal. All right. Looking at this, cheeks, I would adjust this a bit. It's not as bad. I think it's just needs to be a little bit more inward. Yeah, that's a very interesting angle. I like it. Let's just draw it here. I feel like face is half the battle. The hair is the rest. It actually is way bigger. What the? I was thinking like the bang as an end here, but like in reality, it's actually way out. It's actually like all the way here, which is surprising. If you see the original, you'd be like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like what you're drawing. And you were right, it does not. So that's fine. I feel like as long as I get the face angle correct, doesn't need to look like the character, so. Now so it's more like this. Alright, I mean, the character. Who do you think I was drawing? Who do you look like I am drawing on right now? Because if anyone were able to guess correctly, this is a success for me. Yeah, looking at it, I feel like I did make the head a little bit small. My original sketch of the head was small, but the skull head, would it be there? I'm not sure yet. This is the things I need to figure out. Especially with the angle and such. It is such an interesting angle. If you could see the ear, such an interesting. The ear is drawn in a very interesting way. Which I feel like it makes sense, but it's like this, which is like, yeah, there. Which works, I guess. Man, who do you think this is? Who did I draw? If I were to fix more, the mouse position is pretty wrong. It was actually, according to the person, it's actually right here, which is super interesting to me. And something like this. Pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I think trying to draw where the eye bridge is pretty helpful, but I'm always confused about this size, particularly. The distance looks very wide. All right, let's continue on. The next picture, which is also very interesting, I would say. Very cool angle, but let's see if we can get it. Yeah, let me write down my day. Today's day 128. It's been 128 days. For probably 2 years, 128 days. Oh my god, this is why. Sorry, that was a bit creepy. But for 128 days, I think it took, what, 2 years to get here? This one, I didn't. So let me see. I should make the head angle without. I saw what it looks like, so let's see if we can construct it without looking at it. It is super hard Try to give me this portion. And I can barely see the ears. Maybe I see this ear. I don't even know what the ear would look like in this state. Would it be like this? I have no idea. All right, okay. I just took another glance. Let me fix it. It's actually looking this way, so you can definitely see the ear. I'm pretty sure this way. So and then the nose is right here. Kinda. I think it's closer to here. All right, looking at it, I think my angle is not correct. So the neck is kind of correct, but the ear's going kind of like this. And it's going like this in a way. And then the head is kind of going as such. So you can actually see here. Okay. I feel like the one I was doing is even more extreme. I don't know what this is, but let's do this one. And like, I know it's okay. Okay, let me draw what I think it is, and let me fix as I go. Eye bridge would be like such. And then the eye bridge for this one. The thing I'm having trouble with is it's technically up. So I think the nose bridge is wrong. I'm trying to do neck tilt up, but I cannot. I don't know what. Maybe with the eye I can show that it's tilting up, but let's draw the eyebrow. Damn, this is hard. Oh my god. It goes as such. I think it goes something like this. And then the neck is shown. But then there's like this shadow here. And then everything is supposed to go wee. This is supposed to go like this. So my angle is already wrong. So the nose is actually supposed to be all the way here. The nose here, that means the eye bridge is basically like this. Making the eyebrow. Now, the angle of the eyes is the problem. I kind of try to, this is what the guideline shows, which is what I'm kind of trying to do, but the angle of it is kind of interesting. Would the brow be that far away? I don't know. Would the eye be that far apart? Probably not. Kind of looking at reference right now. Kind of got the gist of it. Just like the something as such is the way they drew it. And as always, the eye is super big, which always surprises me. I always draw the eye smaller than it is then. So as such. Draw a circle. The ears, terrible. Not the best making ears, looks like. So interesting. Something like that. The eyebrows right here, surprisingly. Maybe the eye is a bit too like this. Why does this look worse? Looks worse than I originally had. Okay, I definitely need to overlay this because I cannot. I feel like the angle is not as what I did it. My angle still looks too down. I mean, too up. Okay, this is what I got. Let's see. What's my references? I'm gonna copy it. No, I lost my good references. What the heck? Let's put it at the bottom. Let's put it at the bottom. Let's position it. Yeah. Even at the size I tried to do it on. Yeah, my angle is pretty weak. Pretty much that is the angle I missed. Right, a little bit better. Let's compare again. Still, wow. This is way more up. And the jaw is actually even more in and more down. Even more extreme. This is not extreme enough. That's actually surprising. It needs to be even more lower. That means this even lower. This is even higher. Now it looks weird. Now mine doesn't even look right. Maybe it's because I'm missing the eyebrows. Oh, this is the eyebrows, I guess. This cannot be right. She looks like a Frankenstein. This looks wrong on all accounts. But let's see if we nailed. Okay. I guess the eye position looks okay. I think I just pushed this entire face too outward. It looks weird. Looks less creepy, but still creepy. Okay. Still kind of looks like. I don't know why it looks like a man for me. Looks like a middle-aged man or something like that. Let's move this up and let's just fix it from here. Even with my multiple iteration, why it doesn't work. So Looks like this entire thing is supposed to be more inward. No, wrong. More inward. And then this one is supposed to be even more upward, which is surprising. Like, what the heck? All the way up there. And then this one is up a little bit up. Let's see. Damn, just the mouth already, I think. Let's move this away. Okay. Just moving the mouth upward. Kind of looks better, huh? Interesting how just that makes it look like a smile. Very interesting. This one, I'm trying to reason about what makes this work. I feel like there is definitely there's a certain point where something becomes feminine, and I think just raising the head, the bottom head up, made it look like a little bit feminine. The mouth, yes, made it a little bit feminine as well. Because I didn't change the eyes. The eyes was constant. I raised the head up, I changed the expression. And of course the cheekbones, definitely. I think that's definitely one of the criteria. This roundy thing. Cool. Yeah, making it more like the angle is crazy. It's like, right? It's like this. This one is like this. It's almost 90 degrees from each other to begin with. When you look at these two. My original was like probably like this. I mean, not like this. Yeah, it was like this. We should look straight. Needed more angle. More angle. Need not be afraid. Just raise this up, raise this down. And then I made it too down. That looks weird. How would I add hair to this? I have no idea. The one I'm drawing didn't have hair, so if it was the same hair, like this probably. like this. I'm not sure. Looks pretty bad. Doesn't look good. I feel like since she has, I feel like it's supposed to be like this. The hair maybe splits open here and it goes diagonal. That's what I'm thinking. And then this goes down like this. Yeah, I don't know because right now I cannot imagine it. Since I cannot imagine it, I can try to build it from what I think gravity should act on, but I don't know how it's supposed to look like, so I'll keep it as is. Ugh. All right. Thank you. Thank you, ho ho. I'm practicing. I'm not really, I did not make this myself. I'm looking at reference right now. Practicing to draw faces. I'm not the best at it, but I'm trying to see, trying to learn what the angles are basically. So let me do another angle. Why am I choosing the hard ones? They're all hard, man. Let me do a simple one. I'm gonna try a simple one. Okay. Okay, where does the nose bit go? I assume it's like this. And this one goes as such. So the eyebrows are around here somewhere. Okay. Draw the eye. I feel like the secret to a mouth, anime style mouth, is this puddle. Just make a puddle and it just works for some reason. Okay, so that is not the angle. But my reference angle looks nothing like this. So let's fix it. So what I'm trying to do basically is I glance at it and I try not to glance at it again until I have like some idea where it is. So I kind of do like this eye, so it's just a little bit more as such. And then the eye starts here. The other eye. Okay. The other thing is so trying to make good faces. Like this angle's like this one's like this. This one I did it again. I just do straight. The angle I'm drawing has maybe not the same level as this one, but it is definitely angled. So let's fix that. Doing that. The nose makes sense if it's here. It does. The face just needs some structure changes. Thanks. Thanks for the wishes. Okay. Is this the same angle as that one? No. No, it's not. I don't even know what angle. I feel like mine is a little bit more 3/4 than the one I'm drawing. Mine looks like it's tilting down, while that one looks straight. I don't know how to make it look straighter. I don't know how drawing the ear here makes sense, but they have the ear here for some reason. Yeah, this does not make any sense to me. I don't know. This one looks such an interesting hair. I never drawn a hair like this before, but maybe it's because it's AI generated. I don't know, man. This does not look right. But basically what I'm drawing does not match this angle to begin with, so I shouldn't have made that. I shouldn't have made that doesn't look right. And I feel like it's the position of the mouth. She looks fine, it's just she doesn't look feminine. I would say, if I had to guess, it's definitely this thing. Interesting. I don't think this is correct. The drawing has as such. It's alright, but not correct for me, at least. What else? What else? Oh wait, have I been not? I don't know if I've been covering it with my character all this time. Let me move my character. Better now. Alright, does it work now? Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, the eyes, I mean, the eyes, I didn't even want them to be like that. The eyes are like this structure. But that does not look like that structure at all. And then the nose, and of course the angles are like this. And then the nose is like, the mouth is like diagonal like this. But this one does not look like that. Let me see. I could maybe fix it a little bit, but I don't think it would. I just regret drawing the hair, to be honest. So it's easier to change without having to erase a bunch of stuff. needs to be smaller. There's like something like this. This was supposed to be the simple one. Did I make it worse? Maybe. Maybe. Not bad. I think it's alright. I mean, the back here is kind of interesting too. Something like this. Something like this. Okay. Honestly, it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible as well. So let's continue on. Whew. I've been standing like for the last hour. I've been drawing and standing at the same time. I'm right now on my study desk. Okay. My cat took my chair. You wanna say hi? Say hi? No? No purring? So that gotta sit down. Gotta sit down. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear the meow. She's just meow. She does soft meows. On to the next. FYI, this was the one I was referring to. Let me paste that in here. Not even close. In terms of angle, I would say. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the proportion is not the same, but let me increase the size to match face size. Okay. I would say my eyes is a little bit too up. She had more cheeks. Yeah, she had more side, that like the distance from the eye is kind of wider, and then bigger eyelashes, which could be that this thing is not too big compared to my image, but should stand though. Yeah. More cheeks, more side angle. And probably eye angles. I think I fixed it a little bit, but looks like there's it's like more cheeks here. And much more space here. It just felt weird to me to do it like this. But I guess that makes it closer to the original. I guess it looks like her now. A little bit, a little bit. Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh, I didn't mean shoot. My cat just ran away, so I don't know which way. Alright, next one. Next angle. Okay. This is also seems to be AI generated, but this is. I'm just gonna do the angle. I mean, a reference is a reference. So let's see. All right, glanced at it. Now let's go for it. Forgot. All right, I took a glance again. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, what was the face angle again? I completely forgot. Brow. I draw a nose bridge. It's supposed to be as such. She's looking down, so everything should be clustered together a little bit down. So this makes sense for the eyebrow to be around here. Was kind of small, but I don't remember the angle again. How do you make it look like she's looking down? Is it something like this? That looks So some like front face is actually, I feel for me, one of the hardest thing to do. Oh, can you draw my LCs on my YouTube posts? I would say I'm not that good, but what YouTube posts? Those are some creepy, creepy pastas you have. Which one is yours? Say, would it be? Is it the long stick guy? There's something that brings nightmares. Where is my reference? I actually lost track of my reference. Okay. This is not even close to looking like it is. I mean, it is correct that it is looking down and the eye. So the eye, this one, since he's looking down, it's like this. So, and then the eye is looking down as well. So I would say I want to put this more down. The eye is actually popping out, which is so interesting. I'm kind of trying to see what they did for the reference because I cannot replicate this right now for some reason. The eye is like this. So interesting. Yeah, this one is more hard for me to do. I think I got the face shape a little bit correct. Something So normally when you look up, the ear is bound to go up. The ear is supposed to be above the eyes, or a little bit higher up than the eyes. But this is, I like it though. I like the angle. So interesting. Then another thing I need to consider is, I think when they look up, the face is supposed to be wide. Should get wider. Initially, I didn't draw it like that. And then the eye is like, I know an eye is as such, but this one, it becomes almost like, I don't know what to call it, spaghetti, a pasta. It looks like a pasta noodle. Look at this. Like this. Hairs as such, but let me get I mean, let's clean out the face a bit more. Make it look more feminine. She's more cheek than that. I think the hair is definitely limiting me right now, because it doesn't look correct because of the hair, in my opinion. do think it's not big enough as well. This feels wrong though. That's basically her hair in simple shapes. All right, let's bring in the original and compare. The face. So let me just cut the face. Okay. Yeah, straight off the bat, it's not lower enough. This one is way lower. The hair size is alright compared to the face size, but the eye needs to be way lower. I think not just the eye, right? The mouth too. So it needs to be like this. Not even more. These are the things that surprise me, how much different mine is. It's like, I guess mine is not angled correctly either. But then the hair needs to be longer. To be like such. Oh, her hair is actually ginormous then. Since this is generated, there's not really anything you can reason about it. But that's interesting how it looks pretty good. It looks good, but there is trying to decipher it is like hard. Yeah, look at the face. The face size compared to the head looks to me very bizarre. I guess my face is a little bit on the slimmer side. close to it. A little bit wider. And, you know, bigger face. A little bit bigger face than I have, but... So... No, I don't play D over here, Josh. But thanks for the sub. As for... I don't draw guidelines. I tried. To be honest, initially, I tried to do guidelines. But one thing I just felt like is I don't just understand, like, oh, like this is the eyes, this is the nose. I just haven't found it to be consistently working for me. So I just go by, does this look right to me? You know? So, I mean, I've seen like, there's multiple ways to draw a guideline. You can use either, you know, draw a circle first, and then you draw the line where the angle would be, something like this. And then you say, okay, this is gonna be where the eye is, or the forehead is, and then with some equidistancing, you draw the other lines. And then you try to use that for making the face. It does, like, for me constructing the face, like I don't see the result until I draw the nose, maybe, and then I draw the eyes, and then even then it looks bad. Even after all that, I clean everything up, and I'm like, this doesn't look right for me. And that's could totally be on my part, to be honest. Maybe I don't really understand the guidelines, and what I'm drawing is not, you know, correct because the guidelines is drawn incorrectly. This would be the right. This would be the face. Yeah, like I cannot finish this now. So I get to this point and I'm like, help, guidelines, what do I do next? So it's definitely not the guidelines' fault. Look at that, that looks so bad. What is that? And I end up fixing a lot of stuff afterwards, and I was like, if I'm gonna fix it either way at the end, because I don't like it or I don't understand how it's supposed to be like, why even spend time drawing the guidelines? So I just skip to the face and stuff like that. But do I recommend people to draw the guidelines versus no guidelines? I think you should try both. Try to see if you can draw without any guideline. Do you get more consistent results? Actually, been a long time since I used guidelines. So I'm actually surprised how this one turned out. I do use guidelines for the body though. I feel like for the body, I don't know, works for me. So reason unknown. Why does this work? Not. Do you draw? First of all, do you draw and do you use guideline most of the time? I've been drawing for past hour while also nice, thanks. That means a lot. I would like to see though. I'd like to see your progress, man. You know, I'm actually surprised how the guideline worked this time around. Maybe my skill wasn't up to add me on Discord. Oh. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I... Yeah, the sad thing is I don't have a Discord account for this one. I was like, wait a minute, do I even? I need to make one then. Do you perhaps have Twitter that I can check if you already posted the art there? That's something easy I can check, easily check on stream. Yeah, I cannot sadly. I have to create account and stuff like that. Oh. Yeah. Send me a Twitter. Let me see. I call this successful. Alright. Let me find another thing to draw. Do. Alright, different angle. Let's go. Now it's this one, but opposite. So she's looking up. This one I'm drawing next. So everything's supposed to be. Also, the head should go expand, but then the eye is angled up. See, the upward angle. All right, next the eyes. Such. Yeah, one thing I have not done is do flipping. Flipping canvases. See if it looks actually all right. Another thing I don't actually use as much as a ruler, even when I'm drawing face from the front size. It will never be symmetrical because I just don't use a ruler. Right, this one actually came out better than I thought it would. Here goes as such. Move it down. Yeah, not a lot of space. This one, I'm drawing. I think the ear gives it away, but I'm drawing free run. Here's cool. The person who drew this drew the hair all nice. But the face looks pretty good. I like it. Let's compare it. Let me drop it in here and see how it looks. I mean, wait, is this also? Oh my god, this is also AI. What the? It's so hard to find normal pictures these days. Yeah, the way they drew the nose, I mean, the way they drew the nose, it's just straight up as such. And the brows a bit, mine is a bit too thick. All right, let's copy it and let's compare it. What was that? Can I not copy this one? I have another way. Let's compare. All right, first of all, the angle is different, but let me make it like straight angle because I did not actually, you know, I only glanced at it. So let me make the head as big as this. All right. The eye position is almost... Eye position, pretty good. Wow. Yeah, pretty much on point. The nose face is a little bit up, And the ear's a bit down. I guess that is true. When you look up, the ear's supposed to go down. Everything else looks good. Just the angle. I keep forgetting the angle. Like the angle is tilted here. But without considering the angle, I would say the ear needs to go down. The ears as such. And move this a bit up, but I don't think it makes a big difference as much. And yeah. Hello. Hello, Shadow. Shadow Aura Rhino X. Cool, cool. And of course, cheeks is a bit more full. So practical thing to take is angle. If you're looking up or down, the face normally gets wider as it goes up. Yeah, the face goes wider, or looking down, the face it becomes wider. The eye angled downward when it's looking down and upward. I think I need to do more angles. I think straight up is boring, so I need to keep angling my eyes or the face in general. Yeah, and I think drawing the brow ridge actually helps me position the eyes a bit more. Right, 2 hours. I think for now I will stop it here. I think I've been streaming for 2 hours, so for all who did manage to drop by and look at the stream, thank you very much. And of course, Rio, I don't know how to say your tag, but thank you also for sticking around drawing with me. And hopefully I'll see you next Sunday, because that's not normally how I stream, but yeah. Catch you all later. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. YouTube has been kind of flanky. I don't know. My chat also didn't show up until now. It just popped up. Might be my internet too. So, but oh, perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming. Thank you for joining. If you do want to, I'm gonna paste in my Twitter. So in case, you know, you finish your drawing and you posted it. And yes, send me a follow. I'll check your stuff out. I would like to check your stuff out as well. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. Talk to you guys later. Bye.